From one Blue Jays way in Toronto, welcome to Rogers Center. MLB The Show has interleague action for you this afternoon. It's the Pittsburgh Pirates and the Toronto Blue Jays. First pitch coming your way next. And the starter for Toronto, Patrick Corbin. But, Chris, he hasn't exactly been stellar here on his home mound.
Well, I'll say this. Every player wants to perform well at their home ballpark, in front of their fans, in front of the city. And you know this guy no different. He wants to be more effective here. So, you look at the numbers. They haven't been great at home. I'm sure he wants to turn that around, and we'll see if he's able to start that in this one.
All right, ready to get underway. Here's O'Neal Cruz. What a stop. And they get the out.
Batting second.
Here's the Pirates lineup now. They do a lot of things well in this offense, Singy. They control the strike zone. They make pitchers work hard for outs. And as a result, one of the better OBP teams in the league.
Yeah, and what I love is it's an organizational philosophy, Boog. From instructional league to spring training, they practice this approach consistently, even in BP. When players are called up, they fit in right away, and that leads to success.
Brandon Lowe in the box with one away as he takes ball one. That one finds the zone, and the count 1-2. Fights it off. He'll see another. Keeps the at-bat going with a foul ball. Just getting started here in Toronto. In there, got him looking, and that one split the plate. 2 outs, base is empty. Brian Reynolds digs in now. Yeah! Here comes the 0-1. And that gets the inside corner for a strike.
Well, he didn't like those first 2 pitches. Now in an 0-2 hole. He's going to have to battle. Hope he gets a mistake.
Not close with that one. And the count is 1-2. Goes down looking for the strikeout. Strike 3 called and a slider at the knees. Now the Blue Jays will get their chance. No score. You're watching Major League Baseball on the show. Back here at Rogers Center. And on the mound for the Pirates, Paul Skeens. Base runners are tough to come by with him out there, Chris.
Yeah, this guy's been real stingy, man. Not allowing guys to play the game, just keeping them at home plate. I mean, just ridiculous. Sub-1 whip. I mean, he's dominating hitters, and a guy like this in the mound, one of the elite starters in the game right now.
Springer in the box as he fouls off the first pitch.
Ball, that's upstairs.
And a foul ball. Stays alive.
Ball 2.
Got him swinging. Let's take a look at the lineup for the Blue Jays. They're dealing with a top-level arm on the mound, so this figures to be a tough matchup for him. What's the key to the offense today, Singy?
Well, Boog, against a talented pitcher, it's crucial to disrupt his rhythm. Use bunts to get him off the mound and moving around out there. If he's in a flow, step out and break his timing. When he throws in the zone, you might only get one pitch, so you don't want to miss it.
Vladimir Guerrero Jr., batting with one down, takes a strike. That one catches the zone, and it's 0-2.
It's a tough pitch, but in terms of the best pitch you're going to get to hit in the at-bat, that fastball
that's inside.
Was down enough where you're going to catch up to one, that's the one. When he elevates, guys aren't touching it.
And it stays fair. Runner on at first with one gone. So up next for Toronto, Dalton Varsho.
No, inside.
The 1-0. And that is out of play.
He doubled up on the off speed there. We talk about the power fastball, but he's working a little differently here.
The 1-1. Swing and a miss. There's that changeup.
Well, the hitter shows the pitcher that he's willing to go after that pitch down in the zone. So perhaps he'll come back to it. Still try to get that ground ball double play.
And that one almost hit him.
Straighten him up a little bit.
Got him. And there's two away.
Batting fourth, third baseman, Kazuma Okamoto.
Here's the rookie third baseman, Kazuma Okamoto. Fastball for a strike. The 0-1. Swung on, popped up on the infield. Loud. And the inning is over. Scoreless after one. New inning getting started. And now the first baseman, Spencer Horwitz. That one fouled off. And the 0-1. That's to third. And quickly one away in the second.
Good arm side run to that same side hitter right there. Very difficult to put that ball in the air or get through it. Just bores in on the hands.
Now it's the shortstop, Connor Griffin. And that's in there at the knees for a strike.
Man, this guy's got a great feel for his breaking ball today.
Nope.
Right down to shoot. That's strike two.
Well, he had a pretty good look at that pitch and not sure exactly what tied him up there. Couldn't pull the trigger. And perhaps the best pitch you'll see in this at bat to hit.
That was pretty nasty. Off to a strong start, Singy, as he's punched out 3 of the first 5 he's faced.
Well, he's definitely minimizing contact. He can get the swing and miss when he needs it, but he'll also keep the defense fresh behind him, allowing some balls in play as well.
Second inning here, no score. Ouch, that one drilled him. High throw to first, and he can't reach it. And he'll make it up to second as he advances on the throwing error.
Batting seventh, right fielder Jake Mangum.
Well, you can't give him 2 errors on that play, but that's pretty much what it looked like. Tried to stay with it after the bobble, and it might have pulled it off with a good throw, but it's very easy to rush the throw when you don't field it cleanly. A lot of times guys don't have a good grip on it, and I think that was the case right there.
So up next, Jake Mangum, a switch hitter batting right. Pitch misses inside. Ball 1. The Pirates with a chance to score first here at the top of the second.
Outside, that's a ball.
And another ball.
Not really attacking on the mound in this at bat. All breaking balls, so that makes me think they're not really wanting to challenge him here.
Man at second. And ball 4 to
inside.
aboard.
Ball 4.
He did not take the bat off his shoulder the entire at bat.
Jared Triolo, the next Pirate to hit. That one's in there. 0-1. Two on, 2 outs. Outside low, and it's a ball and a strike.
Good spot for the hitter. Definitely has the advantage in this count with runners on. Look for him to be aggressive on this next pitch.
That's a strike, and he inches closer to getting out of the jam.
Seems the breaking stuff has confused him a few times already, and there's another example of it right there.
Breaking ball inside. Ball 3.
That's a really good take right there. Slider down and in. Very difficult to get on the same plane and do anything with.
Payoff pitch. That ball is foul, and the pressure is building. 3 balls, 2 strikes the count. Swing and a miss. Struck him out. We'll go to the bottom of the second. No score. Bottom half of inning number 2. And now for the Jays, Ernie Clement.
Aye.
Next offering in the dirt. Ball 1. The 1-1 is fouled off. Line drive, base hit. So a runner aboard to start the inning. And here is Sosa to the plate. Foul ball there. Clement gets his lead at first. Nobody out.
Excellent
that's
arm
inside.
action on that two-strike changeup. Just missed. Man, he wanted that call.
In the air, right field. He makes the grab.
Batting 7th, designated hitter, Miles Straw.
One out man at first. And next for Toronto, Miles Straw. Good defender. He's been inconsistent offensively. Swing, and that's ripped towards right center. That's a hit. They get it in quickly. So first and second now, one out.
Well, no waiting around right there. He was ready to swing it on the first pitch. Runner in scoring position now, and a good opportunity to push across the first run of the ballgame.
Stepping in, Brandon Valenzuela. And fouled off.
Well, all eyes on the double play ball in this spot. No better way to get out of this inning.
The Blue Jays looking to strike first. Bottom half of inning number 2. This one gets away as he can't handle it behind the plate. Runners stay where they are. That's ball 1. Ground ball left side. And foul ball.
Really going after him here. All fastballs to get ahead in the count.
2 on, 1 out. Swing and a miss. He struck him out. Pulled the string on the changeup.
Well executed pitch on the outside part of the plate.
Davis Schneider next up for the Blue Jays. And that's in for a strike. 0-1. Strike 2, and there's a real chance they get out of this without allowing a run.
Oh-2 pitch that far out of the zone gives the hitter a little confidence that maybe he can climb back into this at bat.
2 aboard, 2 outs. Almost
That's
got
ball
him.
2.
Swings through it, and that's a strikeout.
Couple of strikeouts with runners on. Sometimes you got to really bear down, and he did just that. Nice job of getting out of the jam and out of the inning.
Back now in Toronto. Here's the Pirates catcher now, Henry Davis. Close, but called a ball. And that's ball 1. Challenge from behind the dish here. And that just scraped the zone. The call is overturned. Still 2 challenges left for them. The 0-2. Swing and a pop-up. 1 away.
Up next for the Pirates.
And here's a look at how he's
O'Neal
using his pitches in
Cruz.
this one. So next to the plate for Pittsburgh, O'Neal Cruz. 0 for 1. He grounded out in his first at bat.
Hey!
Top of the 3rd, no score. A little out front there as he swings through it.
That pitch started in and ended up on the outside edge, just changing planes, and very difficult, especially for a left-handed hitter to track.
Swings through that one. It's a strikeout. And Chris, that's a way to neutralize his speed by keeping him off base.
And the defense breathes a sigh of relief because he puts pressure on everyone if he can put the ball in play. But that's how you do it. Keep him off balance, get him out of there, and deal with the next guy.
Lau in the box as he fouls off the first pitch. 2 down, nobody on. That one missing inside. And there's a foul ball.
Recognize that changeup right out of the hand. Just spit on it.
Here's a high chopper, and that's just foul. That just misses. Full count now.
Really good take, especially with 2 strikes.
Spoils a 2-strike pitch, and he'll see another. 3-2. Battling here as he fouls it away.
5 foul balls in this at bat so far, and these 2 are going head to head. You can see the crowd. They're starting to get into it a little bit more and more each pitch, even though there hasn't been a ball in play yet.
He forced a lot of pitches to be thrown and ends up collecting a hit.
The designated hitter, Brian Reynolds.
Brian Reynolds here, caught looking his first time up. And it's even up.
That's inside.
On the inside corner for a strike. High fly ball, right field. Springer coming on. And that is that. Home half of the third coming up. No score. Ready to go for the last half of the inning. Now here's the leadoff man for the Blue Jays, George Springer. Ripped, but it curls foul. Next offering is fouled back. 0-2 now.
Yep, that ball went out.
Fans another, and that's 3 straight strikeouts. No messing around with the pitch calling in that sequence right there. 4 pitches, all fastballs.
Yeah, and that makes me think that was the plan before the at-bat even started. If you think you can simply just beat a guy with only your fastball, why throw him anything else until he shows you he can handle it?
Here's Vladimir Guerrero Jr. 1 for 1 with a single so far. That one hit the knees for a strike. Guerrero wants to challenge this. Thought it was a ball. Good eye at the plate. They'll overturn the call. They'll keep both their challenges. The 1-0.
Ball, that's off the plate. Hey!
Right through there for a strike.
Pretty rare location right there, right down the middle. This guy paints the edges. I'm not sure if you're going to see that pitch again as a hitter.
That
ball
one missed.
Inside.
make it 4 strikeouts in a row, just cruising along.
Tasked with 1, 2, and 3 to start this inning, but no trouble so far. I'm sure he'd love to strike out the side here. Make a little statement, but you got to be composed in this spot. Focus on getting this next guy. You got 2 good outs. Want to get the 3rd one and avoid the middle of that lineup coming up with a base runner. Could become dangerous.
And now it's Dalton Varsho. His first at-bat was a strikeout.
Nope.
And the 1-0. That one at triple digits.
That was
outside.
Absolute gas. Triple digits on the gun. It's just a different experience as a hitter watching that go by.
That's down and in. Fastball for a strike. Another one. That's 5 straight strikeouts. On to the 4th, still scoreless. Back here at Rogers Center, and here's the first baseman, Spencer Horwitz.
Yeah. Over 80% of his first pitches are strikes. You're doing that, you could have a really good day out there on the mound.
Strike 2. Caught him looking for the K.
Oh, that was a pretty poor at bat. He just never got the bat off of his shoulder. I mean, you got to go up there looking to swing at some point, especially once you're down 0-2. And at that point, make an adjustment, look to put the ball in play if it's anywhere close. And I'm just not sure what the plan was there.
Connor Griffin, the next Pirate to hit, struck out looking at his first at bat.
Ball, that's outside.
That one fouled hard the other way. All tied up, top half of inning number 4. On the ground to the left. Fires over to Guerrero. 2 quick outs here in the top of the 4th.
Well, he's doing a nice job of keeping the ball out of the air. Lets the defense work behind him with another ground ball. Good execution.
Ozuna, the big bear. He's 0 for 1.
Nasty backdoor slider. There's really nothing you can do with that if you swing at it. So that's a good take by him.
In the air to left center. Varsho on the move. Pulls it down and he makes the catch. And that'll do it. Nothing doing here this half. On now to the bottom of the 4th. We're tied 0-0. Bottom of the 4th, and now for the Jays, Kazuma Okamoto. Tapped at the plate, but it's a foul ball.
Well, these Blue Jays, as this game goes on, have to be more disciplined at the plate. They're chasing a lot of pitches outside the zone, and those chases are turning into a bunch of outs. Can they turn that around and stay within the zone? We'll see, but I think they have to.
Ball, that's
Catcher
inside.
challenge. We'll take another look. So the call stands. Still 1 challenge left for them. Here's a 1-2. Strike 3, and now 6 strikeouts in a row.
Just beautiful placement of the splitter right there. Exactly where you want it with 2 strikes to get that swing and miss. And He's worked very hard to be able to command that pitch. It's a tough pitch to get a grip on, but he's one of the best at throwing it where he wants to.
So digging in, Ernie Clement. 1 for 1. He singled to left his first time through.
He's been incredibly efficient in this one. First pitch strike percentage over 70%. That's well above league average, and that's what's allowed him to pitch well up until this point.
Here comes the 0-1. And a big swing and a miss.
Quickly in an 0-2 count, you've got to figure out a way to shorten your path to the baseball. Put it in play somewhere, then you got a chance.
Ball 1.
Fouls it back with 2 strikes. Right side. He'll do it himself. Already 2 gone here in the home fourth.
For the Blue Jays,
And here's a look at how he's using his pitches in this one. Lenny Sosa next up for the Blue Jays. Flied to right his first time. He swings and fouls one off. 2 down, nobody on. This one in the air, right field, and it's just foul. The 0-2. Got him looking. Couldn't pull the trigger on a fastball at the knees. Blue Jays go down in order through 4, still tied. Zip, zip. Back now in Toronto, digging in, Jake Mangum.
He's not the power guy, but he can hurt you to all parts of the ballpark. You know, these Pirates, from what we've seen, I think it's fair to wonder if they've been too patient at the plate. They've found themselves behind in the count quite a bit. They're trying to be patient, but it's mostly resulting in outs, not base runners. And you could argue it's making things more difficult at the plate.
Check swing went around. That is strike 2. And the slider just misses.
Good spot there, but didn't get the strike at the knees and doesn't seem too convinced by the call out there on the mound as he tries to get a better sense of the umpire strike zone.
Knocks that one away, and we'll do it again. Payoff pitch. It's a leadoff walk, and that's the go-ahead run.
Pretty good spot on the outside, but just couldn't quite clip the zone. That's a stone-cold take.
Jared Triolo, the next Pirate to hit. He struck out swinging at his first at-bat. On the ground to third, might be 2. Okamoto tossed to second, and that's 2.
Oh, man, what a smooth double play. That was a thing of beauty from start to finish.
Bases empty after the double play. Henry Davis, the next Pirate to hit. Swings through that one for strike 1. Two down, nobody on. Gets the outside corner with that one. Toronto's bullpen with some action. Chase Lee getting ready to go. Rodriguez getting loose as well. And that's downstairs. 1-2 to count. Fights it off. He'll see another. 2 down, nobody on. And we're at the top of the 5th. Gets a piece there. We'll do it again. Here's a 1-2. And it's fouled off. They'll do it again.
Ball, that's low.
Good battle here. About to be the 8th pitch of the at-bat. Outside with a breaking ball.
Wow, this guy's really battling up there as if his run is the game-winning run. I love his tenacity.
Swing and a ground ball up the middle. That's a base hit. So he ends up with a hit after seeing a lot of pitches. That was a good at bat.
Up next for the Pirates.
Dominant performance for him today, Boog. Just 2 hits allowed so far, no runs across either, and he's had an answer for just about every hitter he's faced. So I don't think this hit is going to knock him off his stride too much.
So the Pirates batting order turns over. O'Neal Cruz the next to hit. In there at the knees, and that is strike 1. Next offering is fouled back. 2 gone. The possible go-ahead run at first. Fouls it off. Still 1-2. On the ground. It's through for a hit. So that's 2 straight 2-out hits.
Not much to this one other than just a willingness to go the other way and put the ball in play. That's a team at bat right there. Nice job of staying back and letting the ball get deep. A chance now to take the lead, and at this point in the game, that could be a deciding run.
Lau at the plate.
He's been really clutch with runners in scoring position this season, so they'll have to be extra careful in this matchup.
It's in and out of his glove. Gets off a throw, and that will end the inning. He continues to roll on the mound as 5 shutout innings are in the books. It's Major League Baseball on the show. We head to the bottom of the 5th. Now it's the Toronto designated hitter, Miles Strong.
Well, these Jays doing a great job, Boog, of just waiting for the right pitch to come their way, and I'm seeing very patient at-bats out of them. They haven't produced a run yet, but the pitch count for the starter is starting to climb, so they're hoping that starts to pay off soon. And I think they're in a good spot thanks to their pitching, but no one would be shocked if this offense strings something together to take the lead.
That's in there. That's strike 2. Swings and misses. It's a strikeout. So he cracks double digits with his 10th strikeout.
Pretty electric stuff showing up on the mound right now. I mean, in the double-digit strikeouts, he should be able to rack up some more before he's done in this one. And not many of these hitters have had much of an answer for what he's offering out there.
Brandon Valenzuela next up for the Blue Jays. Swinging a foul out of play. All tied up. Last half of inning number 5. Late swing, foul to the left. Here's the 0-2. And a good eye there.
Wow, that's a tough pitch to lay off.
Fights that one away. Still 1-2. Got him swinging for the strikeout. It is 11th strikeout in this one, really racking up the whiffs.
Well, that splitter out of the hand, it just sort of jumps on you, and your interpretation is, here comes a fastball again. Well, it never really reaches because the bottom falls out of it and you swing over the top. And that's why they call it a split finger fastball, because it looks like a four-seamer.
Schneider in the box as he fouls off the first pitch. And he grounds one to the right side. He takes it himself to the bag, and that'll do it. Still nothing on the scoreboard for him after 5. You're watching Major League Baseball on The Show. Back here at Rogers Center. Close game here, and a chance now to look at a few highlights from this one.
Now pitching.
Chase Lee into the game. This is his 3rd time out this year. B-Ray coming to the plate now. That one ripped but foul. Now the 0-1. Moving in the bullpen, Tyler Rogers, the right-handed sinker baller. He looks to be readying himself. Fisher also getting ready. 1-1 now. And that's fouled off.
Nope, outside.
He goes down looking. He'll challenge. Thought that was a ball.
Well, he throws him with a great fastball right on the corner. It's kind of like bowling when you think the ball's going to get into the gutter, and somehow it just hangs onto that edge and knocks down a pin. Well, he got the outside corner of the plate and got that called third strike.
Horwitz,
Ball 1.
the next to hit, takes ball 1. Lee,
That's ball 2.
27 years old, and he was a 6th-round draft pick in 2021. Little chopper rolls foul. The 2-1. And that
Ball,
one missing
that's down.
low. And that's outside. It is ball 4, and he's on base.
Well, he tried to nibble right there and just missed his spot. Hitter didn't offer at it. Now he has somebody to worry about over at first.
Go ahead run on base. Connor Griffin, the next Pirate to hit. In the air to left center. Makes the grab.
Up next for the Pirates, left fielder Marcell Ozuna.
Marcell Ozuna coming up to hit. Outfield playing very deep, not wanting anything over their heads. And
ball.
that misses. And that is ball 1.
That's a ball.
Right through there for a strike. Next offering is fouled back. And the 2-2. In the air, right field. Stretches out and hauls it in. Pirates leave one. Still no score. Bottom of the sixth. Now here's the leadoff man for the Blue Jays, George Springer. Skeens back to work.
Ball one.
Bullpen action for the Pirates. Justin Lawrence, the hard-throwing righty, is up and loosening. Ramirez getting cranked up as well. The 1-0.
Ball two.
And that one hammered way back there. It's got a chance. Can't get there, and now maybe extra bases. They hold the runner at second, so another base hit could get us our first run in this one.
Well, a swing like that can help you come out of the struggle. We saw the numbers coming into the ball game, but all he's trying to do at this point is help his team win.
Runner in scoring position, no outs. Vladimir Guerrero Jr. now 1 for 2. And that's in there at the knees for a strike.
Well, here's a good opportunity in this inning to get on the scoreboard after that leadoff hit, and hardly order coming up right behind them. This is where they need to get going.
Man at second. Fought off foul.
Well, he knows they don't want to give him anything to hit, but when you've got opportunities to drive in runs, you've got to expand the zone. He's capable of going out there and doing damage with it.
Now he breaks as bad as it's put in play. Lau sends it to first. One away, bottom of the sixth.
Not a bad outcome in that spot. The runner moves up to third, and now they have a chance to drive in the go-ahead run. It's not a knock, but at the end of the day, it's a good at-bat.
So the go-ahead run at scoring position. Dalton Varsho next up for the Blue Jays. Who's 0 for 2 with a pair of strikeouts.
Go-ahead run is 90 feet away. This at-bat could end up deciding the game when everything is said and done.
In there for strike one.
I think ultimately you want to tie him up, get the ball in on the plate so that he can't get the barrel to it and hit it to the outfield.
Fouled off. He was late. Oh, 2 now. Just missed.
This is a situation where the hitter is looking for something up in the zone that he can get his arms extended. What you have to be careful of is that pitch that's up, that's in on your hands. That'll pop you up in the infield, and that's exactly what the pitcher wants.
The 1-2 stays alive. Spoils a 2-strike pitch, and he'll see another. The next offering misses. 2 balls, 2 strikes to count. In the dirt. And an excellent job keeping it right there. The Jays with the go-ahead run at third here in the bottom of the sixth. Battling here as he fouls it away.
The healthy cut, tough pitch at 98, but a really good pass at the ball.
Swings and misses, struck him out. He didn't make it easy for him on the mound, but they still get the strikeout. Kazuma Okamoto now at the plate. Swings through that one. 0-1. Ball one there.
Well, I think he's trying to get a feel for where that one missed. I mean, it could have gone either way, but he looked a little shocked for a second there.
2 down. Go ahead run in scoring position. Bounce to the right. Loud. There with plenty of time, and that ends the inning. Make it 6 shutout innings for him out there now. Back after this on the show. Back here at Rogers Center, we go to the top of the 7th. Jake Mangum getting ready to hit. Right through there for a strike.
Well, we call that keyholing. Even though it's right there and looks pretty good, if he doesn't love it, he's not going to swing that early in the count.
Nope. Ball 1.
Strike 2.
That's out.
Left field. He dives, but he can't make the catch. The throw in, not in time. That's a leadoff double.
High fastball, even a little above the zone, but such a good job of staying tall on the backside, getting that barrel there to meet it just in time. I tell you what, it's not easy to do. Now a good opportunity to potentially jump ahead in this game here in the later innings.
And here is Jared Triolo.
Ball, that's outside.
As a pitcher, you know the runner on second is ready to push things with this speed. A base hit's probably going to be a big run, so you really have to execute on the mound.
Pickoff throw, and he dives back in safely. Man at second.
Ball 2.
Ground ball left side, and it's just foul. That was close. Late swing fouled off. Go ahead run in scoring position. Nobody out. Keeps the at bat going with a foul ball. And the sweeper misses for a ball. Henry Davis waits on deck for Pittsburgh. Swing and a ground ball, and it goes just foul. Got him swinging. It's a strikeout. He battled for a long time, but it finishes with a strikeout. You can't be mad at yourself after an at-bat like that one. Go ahead run on base. Henry Davis, the next Pirate to hit.
Ball, that's out.
The 1-0. Lined into right. Base hit into the outfield. Throw comes in quickly. Holds that go-ahead run at third, and there's still one away.
Well, that was an important at-bat in this game, so a great job there stepping up to the challenge. Really important at-bat coming up now.
Up next for the Pirates, O'Neal Cruz. 1 for 3. And that is in for a strike. It's 0-1.
At the dish, looking to lift the ball in the air in this spot. Anything but the inning double play, Boog.
2 on, 1 out. On a line. Brings it in. Runner tagging from third. Play at the plate. Safe. And they take the lead.
What a time to miss the cutoff move. If he puts that throw on the money, they've got a chance to get that runner at home. Instead, a critical run scores. That could swing this game.
Here comes the manager out of the dugout, and he'll make a move for the bullpen. Chase Lee out of the game, and he leaves in a 1-run game. New pitcher coming on. We'll be back in a minute. Yariel Rodriguez will take over here.
Pretty tight game, so they're looking for quality pitches out of him right here. Got to do his best to keep the score right where it is.
And now it's Brandon Lau.
Hey!
Ripped, and he can't glove it. It's by him. Lead runner around second. And that'll put runners at the corners with 2 away.
Got the top of the ball a little bit, but not much. That was hit pretty hard through the infield, so I think he'll be happy with that swing. Definitely generated some good bat speed.
And now a high leverage at bat for Brian Reynolds. Swing and a pop-up. Clement settles under it. And that's the 3rd out. 1 run in the inning, but they leave 2. 7th inning stretch time. It's the Pirates 1 and the Jays nothing. We're back in a new pitcher here to start the bottom of the 7th. Justin Lawrence.
Well, the best relievers love the opportunity to come in and protect a tight lead late in the ball game. Some of them are just wired different, so we'll see what he's got here. It's never fun going back to the dugout after hitting a line drive that finds a glove, but you will get some high fives. You know, when you make great contact, you feel like you've done everything right. But in this game of baseball, not everything is in your control.
Lenny Sosa digs in now.
Went down looking on 3 pitches last time. Let's see if he can be a little more aggressive
Ball,
right here.
that's inside.
The Buccos holding on to a 1-run lead here at the bottom of the 7th. That one in there across the letters. Swing and a ball popped in the air. And a base hit. And the tying run is on base.
Always feels amazing getting a job done when the team needs you to come through. It's just bigger than your own individual stats. I don't know how he's able to shoot that pitch the other way and still put something on it. That pitch was inside, and he let it get really deep. So pretty incredible hands to fight it off and still get good wood on it.
Now it's going to be Miles
Outside,
Straw.
that's a ball.
Man at first, 1 away. There's the strike. 95 of that one. Ground ball could be 2. To second, that's 1. Not in time at first. It's a fielder's choice.
That's a huge defensive play in the late stages of the game. It might not be the most challenging we've seen today, but it needed to be made. That's helping your team. That's a big run over there at first base. He's got some speed. Let's see if they send him. Well, with the tying run at first base, he's looking for something he can get a lot of barrel on, drive it into a gap, and score that run from first base.
That clips the corner. In the air, left field, and it falls. And a go-ahead run is on base.
Definitely found the perfect spot. Those can be hard sometimes. We talked about in left field, you're kind of anticipating cheating in for a ball. Hit something like that you can rob a little soft flare in front of you, but perfectly placed, so you reward the hitter with it.
Davis Schneider will hit next. Pitch is in there. That's strike one. Big spot. 2 out. Both the tying and go-ahead runs are aboard. Double steal. Pitch misses. Throw to third. Out. And that will end the inning.
When you get thrown out at third with 2 outs, you kind of want to keep on running. Not a great decision there as it ends the inning.
Back now in Toronto. We go to the 8th. Spencer Horwitz now at the plate. Ground ball right side. Guerrero takes it himself. 1 pitch and 1 out.
Up next for the Pirates, shortstop Connor Griffin.
Connor Griffin, the next Pirate to hit. 0 for 3 in this one.
Ball.
Ground ball up the middle. Whips it to first on the run. It's there, and that's a great play.
Up next for Pittsburgh, left fielder Marcell Ozuna.
Here comes Ozuna up to the plate. Outside low, and the count is 2-0. That's a little bit low. I thought that was a strike, and here's a challenge. It just shaved the zone. They'll keep their remaining challenge. 2 down, nobody on, and we're in the top of the 8th. The next pitch misses. Ball 3.
First pitch strike from the pitcher, but then no panic at all by the hitter. Very patient, showing good discipline. Now he's in the driver's seat with the 3-1 count.
And there's ball 4.
One of the things about that 2-out walk, the base runner over at first base is going to have a very aggressive secondary lead. So a ball down the line or into the gap will produce a 2-out RBI, and those are the best. That is, if you are the offensive side of it.
Mangum stands in with 2 away as he takes a ball.
Maybe losing command a little bit after the walk. Next pitch, not even close.
And another ball.
Back-to-back breaking pitches away, you get the feeling as a hitter that the pitcher's afraid of you, that he doesn't want to challenge you. So I think the confidence level is raised right here.
Good hitters count the 2-0. Swing and a miss, and he got him to chase.
From a pitcher's perspective, that's a beautiful splitter right there. As a hitter, you don't like it, but he's commanded his fastball, and out of that same tunnel, that splitter comes, and the bottom just falls out of it.
Slice the other way. That's a base hit. They stop the lead runner at second. Now 2 on with 2 outs.
Up next for the Pirates, third baseman,
just a really nice
Jared
approach to shoot
Triolo.
that line drive to the opposite field. There's a lot of hard work and discipline that goes into getting a result like that at the plate. Doesn't come naturally for most hitters.
Now here is Jared Triolo. Pitch misses, and that's ball 1. 2 on, 2 outs. Right through there for a strike. A little bit low.
Nope, that's down.
And a count 2-1. Two on, 2 outs. Up the middle. Dives, but it's off his glove. He decides to eat it, and that loads the bases.
A great showcase of hustle tracking that ball down. They didn't get the out, but that's still a good baseball play right there.
At the plate for Pittsburgh, Henry Davis.
Boog, this has been a good one. A really good game to this point, and huge opportunity with the bases loaded.
Just missed.
When the skipper calls down to the bullpen, he's expecting the guy to come in and get outs. So far, not getting what he was hoping for.
Next pitch misses. 2 balls, no strikes.
Pressure's on right here. 2-0 count, bases loaded. You don't want to fall to a 3-ball count and then walk in or on. He's got to challenge the hitter right here.
In danger of walking into tying run.
At this point in the game, you cannot issue free passes. He's going to have to challenge this hitter. Hitter's got to be ready to swing it.
Ball 4, and a run comes in to score.
He's really gotten himself into a mess out there and now forces home a run with the walk. This inning's definitely getting away from him.
2 outs, bases full. O'Neill Cruz, the next Pirate to hit. Yeah, don't need much damage here, just a base hit. Likely will score 2. That one back up the middle, and it gets through. 1 run's in. The second run scores. It's a 2-run single, and they're up by 4.
Well, a huge 2 RBI swing of the bat right there. Really nice job staying up the middle with his approach. He didn't try to do too much with the pitch, just shot it through the infield.
Here comes the skipper, and we're going to see a pitching change in this spot. Yariel Rodriguez done for the afternoon. And the line not closed on him yet as he's responsible for the runners on base. Back with a new pitcher after this.
Now pitching.
Out of the bullpen for the Jays, Mason Fluhart.
Bringing in the lefty with the left-handed hitter coming up to hit. Classic bullpen move right here, so we'll see how it works out.
First and second, 2 outs. Brandon Lowe getting ready to hit. Check swing called strike. That's strike 1. First and second, 2 down. Comes up empty. That's strike 2. Action in the pen down there. Number 62, the rookie right-hander, is getting loose. The 0-2. Swing and a miss. Struck him out. Inning ends, and that stops the bleeding. Last half of the 8th coming up. It's the Pirates 4 and the Jays nothing. Bottom of the 8th. And now for the Jays, Davis Schneider.
Davis Schneider.
Hey!
The 0-1.
Nope.
This one in the air, center field. Cruz under this one. And there's one away.
Up next for the Blue Jays, right fielder.
Here's George Springer.
Drove it off the wall last time, just missed out on a home run.
Yep, that ball went out.
The Pirates leading by 4 here the bottom half of the 8th inning. That's a ball tried to attack with the sweeper. Inside, just missed. That's ball 4. Tried another sweeper, but couldn't find his zone.
4 pitches. That's an easy walk, man. He could have walked me right there, Boog. The last one wasn't even close.
So a man at first. Vladimir Guerrero Jr. digs in now.
Now this team is definitely looking for a big swing of the bat right here. Try to close that gap. But, you know, at the very least, if you could find a way to manufacture that run from first, it feels like it's really important to getting back into this ball game. Well, an at-bat can be a little bit of a dance. Strike 1 here, but a few more pitches. We'll see how it turns out.
0-1 now. And a swing and a miss. Springer over at first with 1 away.
That's a ball.
To third, a sliding stop. There's 1. To first,
He's
not
safe.
in time. Great effort there.
Well, Boog, as an infielder, you have to be ready for anything. In that spot, it required going to the ground, getting a little dirty, and making a strong throw for the out. Great play.
Manager out of the dugout, and he's going to make a change. Justin Lawrence done for the day. We'll be back in a minute with a new arm on the mound.
Now pitching for
Brandon
Pittsburgh,
Benoit
number
on the pitch
77,
here.
Brandon
And he's got a
Benoit.
nice lead to work with, so he should come in throwing strikes, attacking these hitters.
Here's the center fielder, Dalton Varsho. 3 strikeouts already. He's 0 for 3.
Ball.
And another ball.
That's a ball.
No, he's really working him away, this at bat. Sometimes take a little bit off velocity. Try to get a rollover, something on the ground. Stay away from that big hole on the right side of the infield.
That one almost got him. On a bounce right side. He takes it himself to the bag, and that'll do it. Blue Jays held in check. They're down 4-0. We go to the ninth. To the plate now for Pittsburgh is the DH, Brian Reynolds.
Not what he's looking for there in the 0-0 count. Looks like he wants the ball down in the zone.
And it's quickly 0-2 on the designated hitter. Cuts on it and misses. That's a strikeout. And a strikeout for the first out here in the ninth.
Third time he struck out in this one, and definitely an individual performance you want to flush. He just hasn't looked very comfortable up there. Just one of those days. But when you're still winning the ball game, at least you can focus on doing your part to maintain that lead and getting that W.
Horwitz, batting with 1 down, takes a strike. And now the count is even. Fluharty, a 6'2 southpaw, 215 pounds. He's one of the few Major League Baseball players born in the state of Delaware. Got him looking, and he didn't like the call.
Got a little bit of a questionable call on that fastball right there. It appeared to miss off the outside just a little bit, according to the electronic strike, that it's close enough to where you don't want to put the fate of your bat in the hands of the umpire. He did, and he got burned.
2 down, bases empty. Connor Griffin will hit next. And first offering is fouled off. Just missed. 2 down, nobody on. Here at the top of the 9th. There's a swing and a drive. That ball's carrying. He won't get there. That should be extra bases. And into second easily with a 2-out double.
Really good swing right there. He got a pitch that he knew he could handle, allowed himself to stay back just a tad bit longer, and he hit the ball on the screws.
Here's Marcell Ozuna.
Nope. Outside.
Griffin at second with 2 down. That's in there, and the count is 1-1.
Inside, ball 2.
Man on second, 2 down. And that one ripped into right. And that is that. So 1 left for Pittsburgh, but they're in front 4-0. Last chance for the home team. And now for the Jays, Kazuma Okamoto. Popped up. Griffin under it. And there's 1 down.
Up next for the Blue Jays, shortstop Ernie Clement.
So up next, Ernie Clement.
Ball, that's in.
1 down, base is empty here in the 9th. And that one fouled off. There's the strike. Clement thought that one missed, and here comes a challenge. Barely a hair out of the zone, but it was a ball. So they get to hang on to their second challenge. Foul ball. Two now. And
ball,
that one
down.
Cutting but missing down low. Foul ball left side. He'll see another. 3-2. On the ground, right side. Lau sends it to first. Blue Jays have just one out left here.
Up next for the Blue Jays, second baseman,
Lenin Sosa next up for the Blue Jays.
There it was. 0-0. Here it is. Hit it. He gets a take. Gets ahead in the count.
Two down, nobody on. They're down to their final strike.
Well, you got the hitter already chasing that nasty slider. If you're on the mound, you just want to expand the zone right now. Get a swing and miss and get through this at bat.
Base hit, center field. Joey gets on base and keeps it going.
Up next for the Blue Jays, designated hitter,
Miles Strong now at the plate. The Blue Jays down by 4. We're in the last half of the 9th inning. That's a slider for a strike.
And at bat like this is almost over as it begins. In this situation, you have no idea what the next pitch is going to be. You just got to hope that you can make contact.
Ball, that's outside.
Out towards right center field. Cruz on his way over, and he's got it. Ball game. And the Pirates use 3 pitchers to combine for the shutout.
Well, you win this one 4-0, and it feels like you could have exploded for more offensively, but you also realize that at times it was hard to score. So you get out of here feeling good about this win. Ultimately, there was great